Good morning and welcome to my summer Sculpt program. This is a 6-week program. You've seen the timetable. We're going for 25 minutes of strength-based workout, which will be little bit different from my previous programs. You'll see different styles coming in, little finishes, etc. And then we have a 20-minute workout, which is a complete variation of cardio, high impact, low impact. There'll be some boxercise in there, some band work, something that really complements the 25-minute workout if you were to choose to do both. Then we have an express workout, which is a quick 10-minute workout. These 10-minute workouts are a great one to do if you want to add on to one of the strength and conditioning workouts or to the 20-minute workout, or they're great standalone on their own. So if you ever have a situation where you're just not feeling it, I don't want to work out today, try the 10-minute workout. I guarantee you, once you've done those 10-minute workouts, you'll probably want to move on and do something else. And also those days where you really don't have time. How many workouts you do is entirely down to you, what's sustainable for you long term. And most importantly, what you're enjoying. Because if you're not enjoying it, you're not going to be able to sustain it. So don't do something that you don't enjoy. Like if we did a Pilates class, for instance, if you don't enjoy that, don't do it. Okay? You don't have to be doing all of them. I swear to you that even if you just did a 20-minute workout each day alongside your nutrition plan, you're going to reach your goals. I will be talking through step and study sessions with you about behaviour changes, habit forming, your goals, etc. But this is really an introduction to the programme. And I'm going to give you a few little rules that we're going to be doing. So in this programme as well, this is completely optional. You have the opportunity to do my 100 rep challenge each day. I'm going to be doing it, so hopefully some of you will be doing it too. Or a lot of you will be doing it too. And this was inspired to me by my partner Matthew, who the whole of April was doing, whole of April, nearly finished, doing 100 reps press-ups every single day for a charity. And it kind of inspired me to do the same. So the first week, we will be doing an exercise for 100 reps. The second week, a different exercise. The third week, a different, fourth, etc. So they're not the same. But we are starting with a press-up. So for how you do those press-ups is entirely up to you. You can do the full press-up down. There is on my website, there is how to do a proper press-up and form. So if you need the link, which actually I'll send it to you anyway, then please do. And there's a progression and regression of a press-up as well. But please, even if you are starting with wall presses, okay, for 100, absolutely fine. A chair on your knees, okay? You don't have to do a full press-up. Believe me, even after a week of doing 100 reps, you'll see it's such a big improvement. Now, I won't be filming them purely for the fact that there's no way I'm going to do 100 press-ups in one go. It's just not going to happen. So I might do 20 first thing in the morning, 20 minutes maybe after I've done my videos, maybe 20 at lunchtime, and so on. So I'm definitely going to be breaking them down. There's no way I'm going to be doing them all. Now, if you miss a day, you decide, actually, I'm going to take a rest day, that's fine, but you just have to make it up, okay? So you have to do 700 in the first week, and then we move on to a next exercise. I'm not going to tell you what that exercise is. It could be anything. It could be squats, it could be plank hip dips, it could be dips, tricep dips, whatever it could be. I will tell you when we get to that week 2, okay? So try and incorporate that, and please, I know everyone hates press up, but that's really one of the reasons why I wanted to put it in there. Press up is such a great exercise for upper body strength, core strength, everywhere strength. So give it a go, please. Now, I do give modifications throughout the exercises where I can. I am going to post on here one of my workouts that I did early on in the last program, which was about knee stability. So I'm going to post that because it gives you lots of variations that you can do if you do have bad knees. But that's kind of the biggest ailment, I guess, from my members. So I do kind of give alternates for knees. So please do have a look at that video, because if I'm doing lunges, which actually I'm doing in day one, there's so many different options. And always, this is why I've got a chair here, always have a chair. Because if in doubt, I'm doing squats or something like that, you can do seated get-ups. If I'm doing lunges, okay, you can do one-legged get-ups. Did that a little bit dodgily, didn't I? One-legged get-ups, or you can do a deadlift, one-legged deadlift, okay? There's always an option you can do, so don't worry that you can't do an exercise. Also, I do go out quite tough, even from the start. Don't fear it. If someone says to me, oh, do you have any beginner workouts? I do have a complete beginner's program, by the way. But I kind of say, well, just do a modification of the exercise, or do it for less reps, or do it for less time, take a longer rest period, pause me if you need to. It would be the same exercise. And if you ask any personal trainer, what's their beginner's program compared to their advanced program, it's actually the same, but with minor modifications for each stage, depending on where they're at. And the weight might be lighter if you're a beginner. If you haven't invested any weights, I would really recommend, my go-tos are my 3 kg and 5 kg. They're kind of my ones I stick to. Now you might be wondering why I don't ever go up heavier. I don't need to. My workouts are so varied and different times under tension. I'm always challenging myself so that I don't need to actually ever really go over those weights. So I have got a few rules for this program, okay, that I'm sticking to this time. I'm going to tell you them, and hopefully you'll take some on board and you will do the same, okay? So I am really upping it this time. So I've over the last year, I have lost weight, and I'm really proud of myself for doing that because I've done it so slowly, which is fine. I'm happy with the slow progress I've been doing. The last program I did was probably the slowest progress I've had because of a lot of social events. And you have to live in the real world. You have to understand that you're going to have some cruise weeks, okay? You're going to have some cruise programs. I do rolling programs, just so you know, 6 weeks on, 2 weeks off, 6 weeks on, 2 weeks off, 6 weeks on, 2 weeks off. In the 2 weeks off, it's your chance to dive into an epic amount of workouts that I have on my website. Try something different. Try something that, or do a workout that you haven't managed to do during the program, etc. It keeps going. It keeps going. I'm not going to ever stop. I can't see myself ever stopping because what you've seen in me doing my workouts is what I do. Kate, that's come on board, is been a game changer for me, and I think a game changer for my results because I think I was doing too much. I was doing the 25-minute work, 20-minute workout, 10-minute workout every single day. I was kind of burning myself out a little bit. It's fine to do every so often. But it enables me to have my time to be able to go out and get my non-exercise activity in, because that is such a key driver to reaching your goals. It enables me, perhaps this time, I'm going to try and get into a little bit of running, even if I'm just doing 1 or 2K a couple of times a week. I don't want to be doing that a day, for sure. It enables me to have that time to be able to do something a little bit different like that. I did get into running a little bit last summer. And then I just I'm fair weather, obviously. The weather changed and I completely got out of it. So I would quite like to do it. And I'm okay with just doing a couple of K a couple of times a week. That is good for me. If I was doing all of the workouts, I definitely wouldn't be able to do that. And I promise you, I share with you everything that I do. I don't do anything over and above what you see. 20 to 30 minutes of working out 5 days a week is absolutely plenty. I know that I can sustain that long term. I can sustain that in my 50s, 60s, 70s, hopefully my 80s and my 90s. Who knows? Might have to modify it then. But I know that 20 to 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week is sustainable for me. You don't really need to be doing anything more than that. And I will prove to you this program, because as I said, I'm really upping it, and I've got some rules I'm going to share with you for my own personal accountability. If I say it out loud, got to do it. And you'll see my transformation. I'm standing here in these really tight little shorts that are probably a little bit on the small side for me, I'm not going to lie. But I was determined to wear them today. And because I want to wear this outfit, I've got a jump on, by the way, this outfit on my last day of this program as well. And I honestly, you're going to see such a difference in my shorts, I promise you. And I'm saying this because I am doing it for my own personal accountability. Because if I'm saying it, I've got to do it, haven't I? Before I move on to talking to you about the rules, I really urge you when you're doing the workouts to always have a chair at hand for modifications, okay? I was going to digress then, but I'm digressing back just to remind you. Just please make sure, so if we're doing burpees, for instance, you can do burpees here, okay? Or you can do step outs, step in. If we're doing plank thrusts or mountain climbers, you've always got a chair at hand, okay? And I really urge anyone that ever needs a modification to make sure they have a chair at hand. I might not say it every single session, make sure you've got a chair at hand, but please just do it as a given, okay? Especially if you're relatively new to exercise or you do need to modify for certain reasons. And embrace it. Remember, you can pause me at any time. I tend to demonstrate the exercises at the beginning of the program, beginning of the workout, so that we just crack on through. Some styles I can't do that. It would be insane to do that. So I demonstrate as we go through. Some I demonstrate after a certain circuit, but at any time, you can do an exercise, keep active, high knees, whatever you want to do to keep you active while I'm doing those demonstrations. And warm-ups and cool-downs, I'm going to post a warm-up and cool-down. I kind of tend to get into it. And the main reason is that everyone needs a different warm-up and cool-down depending on where they are in life. So I will be posting a video that you can do. Once you've done it a few times, you'll remember those exercises. Also, usually, I don't know, I've gone and walked Willow, I've been a little bit active doing non-exercise activity, that I kind of just do some arm circles and I'm ready to go. And that's good for me. Also, I'll be going straight on and perhaps doing an express workout after or something else after I've filmed my video. So I'm not going to do a stretch and then get back into an exercise. So that's the reason why I don't do my warm-ups and cool-downs. Certainly after the last exercise, I do my own cool-down and my own stretch session. But please do make sure that you do that everyone's unique to yourself on what you need to do, okay? Right, my rules. Okay, so I am sticking to, okay, I've got green tea here, by the way. This is my green tea, and I put it in a big glass. I always say it's warm out, like literally, look at this big glass. And I leave the tea bag in. I favour green tea with apple and pear, is my favourite. Green tea with peppermint sometimes. And I went through a phase where I used to live on green tea and nothing else, and then I really got into normal tea. I'm back to green tea. So one of my rules is I'm allowing myself 2 normal cups of tea a day, and then the rest is green tea. Okay. Usually I would have had about 8 to 10 cups of normal tea a day. But I kind of got out of the habit of that recently, actually. So up to you if you want to. And the reason for that is not necessarily for health purposes. You have to drink a hell of a lot, and not that green tea either, that's Twinings, like the real proper green tea. But you still have to drink a hell of a lot of it, probably more than any normal person could actually consume, to see any real benefits with regards to weight loss. But it does have great benefit, antitoxin benefits and stuff like that. So, but if I'm being completely honest, it's to cut the calories from not having milk. Simple. I'm giving myself one rule to give up. this is, I've got other rules, but one rule that I'm giving up this next 6 weeks completely, I'm not going to have any of this substance for the next 6 weeks, and that is crisps. Now, some people eat chocolate on a daily basis, a biscuit on a daily basis, I have a glass of wine on a daily basis, who knows? And for me, I eat crisps on a daily basis. And actually, I wouldn't say daily, at least 5 days a week. It might just be a packet of Wotsits. It might just be something like that, just that, 94 calories, or 96 calories, I think it is. I am a crisp fiend, but I'm giving up crisps, and I'm going to replace that with an apple or piece of fruit. Okay, so that's my one rule. So I want everyone to pick a rule and let me know what it is. I've been honest with you. I'm giving up crisps. And whether that's giving up, I don't know, replacing your coffee, first thing coffee and milky coffee in the morning, or cappuccino with sugar, or whatever you have, you're giving that up for 6 weeks, and you're going to replace it with green tea or something like, whatever it will be. Or some people might be completely perfect. Love to hear that too. So please try and give up one thing. And I know that after doing this for 6 weeks, if I go back to doing it, I really feel like I will do it a lot less, because I've formed myself a habit over the next 6 weeks. So I really feel like I will do it a lot less. Now I'm going to make sure that I eat at least 5 portions of fruit and veg a day. Now my rules, I'm telling you, by the way, aren't a big change from what I normally do. I do eat a lot of fruit and veg anyway, so I'm just going to be more conscious of me doing so. There will be some days in the week where I don't have at least 5 portions of fruit and veg, and by me making that a rule for myself, that I make sure I do, I guarantee I will be replacing foods that are not as nutritious by making myself do that. I'm going to actually eat 3 meals a day. Now that's seems like, isn't that normal? But if you followed me for a while, I've been quite open that I never eat breakfast. Okay, I never eat breakfast. I never have. I'm a real evening eater, and I want to try and break that cycle of me being a real evening eater, and I'm going to try it, see whether it works for me. As you move through different stages of life, different things will work for you. And so I'm going to go for three meals a day. I'm going to try and snack very little, because I'm a snacker. I'm an evening eater and I snack. I'm a real picker. And I'm going to try and change that just to see the difference. So I'm going to eat 3 meals a day. I'm going to start with porridge or eggs on toast, okay, or eggs on half a bagel. I'll try and cut down the toast a little bit, or eggs on a slice of sourdough or something like that. So I'm probably going to mix between probably porridge most of the time, to be honest. I have porridge with water, and the reason why I have porridge with water is that I actually mix I've just started getting back into protein powders. I haven't had protein powders for ages. I've not been worrying about my protein intake really, but I am going to start doing that this program. So I basically put it in the microwave with water, mix it all up, and then add a scoop of protein powder afterwards and mix it in. I always add a little bit more water because so it comes out really runny, and then I add the protein powder in. If you're obviously adding more protein powder than just 1 scoop, then put more water in so it's even runnier, and then mix it in afterwards. So cook it first and then mix it in. So I'm going to start with that, and I'm going to probably have a protein shake for my lunch as a replacement, but I'm going to put lots of fruit and vegetables and all sorts of stuff in there, and that's going to be my lunch. Alternatively, I might have a chicken salad, tuna salad or something like that, and then for dinner I'm going to stick with a source of protein, whether that's fish or chicken or whatever it is, and lots of fruit and vegetables. Lots of vegetables or salad. Okay, we're getting into those warmer months, so salads, I could live on salads, I honestly could. And then if I do need to snack, I'm going to snack on fruit or yogurt. Okay, and I'm going to see the difference in me sticking to that 3 meals a day, because I've never done it. I literally live on 1 meal a day usually, but I snack and pick at other things. So actually it might reduce my calories, I don't know, and it might stop that picking and stop that overeating in the evenings. So I'm just going to try it. I'll let you know how it goes. Some people might be the norm. Why don't you try something a little bit different? I'm only going to drink alcohol when out on socials. So I'm going to stop the drinking at home. And I'm going to allow myself 4 days of drinking. That sounds like 4 days of drinking. That sounds like I'm just going to binge all day. But what I mean by that is I've got two currently social events, big social events booked in May. So I know I'm going to have a drink. So, and then I'm going to allow myself another 2 days just in case something else comes up, because it always does. Plus, I got a weekend with my dad, so I know. Yeah, mind you, that goes in. Yeah, it might just be just as the program's finished. And that's because I'm just going to get out of the habit of, oh, it's Thursday, it's nearly the weekend, have a glass of wine. Just try and get out of that cycle, okay? Because I know that it will reduce my calories so much and make me feel better. I cannot be doing with hangovers these days, and I don't know whether anyone else is in this stage of life, perimenopausal, but oh my god, hangovers are hell. Never used to suffer from them, but sometimes I can just have a glass or two and I'm literally done for the next day. Have a banging headache, and it makes me unproductive, and I don't like that. I don't like that, not being in control and not being able to do what I want to do because I've had a headache from drinking a glass of wine. So enough is enough from that perspective. I'm not going to do it to myself, and it gives me such bad anxiety when I have a hangover these days, especially when I've had quite a lot. I get such bad anxiety. I never used to, but it's just like, oh God, what did I do? What did I say? Oh, no, I hope I didn't upset someone. It's just like, just anxiety, and the fact that I've got lots to do and I haven't got time. So alcohol changed for me. I'm going to get up 15 minutes earlier, so I'm going to get up at 5:30 a.m. every day. I usually get up at 5:45, but I'm going to get up that 15 minutes earlier than normal. And that's just so that I can not rush. I can sit down, have a cup of green tea, and reflect on my day, plan my day, and just relax into it. Just feel like non-stressed, write a list, etc. Have a little bit of me time. For others, it may well be that you need that extra 15 minutes because if you've got a really busy day, you'll be able to fit in a 10-minute workout later on in the day then, won't you? So that's just my personal, I'm telling you these, my personal, but I'm giving you ideas of what rules that you can set for yourself. From a business point of view, I've got it written down, so I may as well say it. I'm going to be posting on social media every single day. Clip of a workout showing my transformation as we're going through. So that's from a business perspective. I need to get back into posting regularly. And the reason why it helps with business purposes and getting more members in is people start to trust you that don't know you. If you're following someone regularly, you're almost like you start trusting them and you buy into them. If someone sees a post and they was like, oh, she hardly ever posts on social media, don't know who she is, they're not going to buy into me. So I'm going to get back into posting social. Also on a personal perspective, I don't know why I'm going to tell you this, but I may as well. I'm going to moisturise daily. I do moisturise my face daily, but I don't moisturise my whole body. And I'm sure I used to do it, but I've got out of the habit. So I'm just going to literally, every time I get out of the shower, moisturise fully. I really need to get into the habit of doing it. So I'm going to set that self a rule. And I'm going to have 10 minutes a day where I can just really take time for myself to stretch and relax. I'm going to literally come into my room. It could be 10 o'clock at night before bed or whatever. And just chill, have a little stretch while I'm doing that. That might be just some neck stretches or whatever. But just almost like reflect on the day that's been. And someone told me that it was a game changer for them. So I'm going to see if it works for me. This is just a personal one as well. I'm going to get on Vinted and declutter my house because it makes me feel better about life. I've got a new wardrobe coming and it's just, I'm going to clear out anything I haven't worn for 2 years, because if I haven't worn it for 2 years, I'm just never going to, so it can go. So I'm going to do that. Anyway, I just kind of baffled on telling you about like what my goals are, but hopefully it'll be beneficial for you to set your own list of goals, okay? Other than that, we're going to get straight into the programme and stop my waffling. If there's any questions that you have, then please post on the group or ask me directly. I do step and study sessions, so I will be talking you through the different processes and steps you do. Now, a lot of people go, oh, I don't know what I'm doing, I don't know, and it's like, well, did you listen to my instruction? Did you listen to my step and study? Because I talked about it in there. So, you know, it is beneficial, even if you're just like, I don't know, unloading the dishwasher, you've got me earphones in, you're listening to me in the background, there's always going to be something beneficial. And members that have been with me for a long time, even if you take one little snippet out of each step and study session, that's just a reminder of where you need to be. Okay, so enjoy the process, everyone. Take some photographs before and after. Okay, I will talk about in the next step and study about your weighing yourself and stuff like that. But really, at this stage, I need you to write your list of what you're going to achieve, write your goal and what you want to achieve, and just enjoy the process and listen to my step and studies for what's next. Anyway, see you soon. Bye.